Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
David Rogers. You're David Rogers. Yeah. Hey, John back there, Wes? No. I have.
Just explain right there, please.
Your Honor, on Mr. Rogers, it was a GPS issue. He needed to put a GPS on. It does look like I can see from the Veritrax that he does have that on him.
That's right. You have a GPS on you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Took my own picture. I didn't know where to go to get it.
Where'd you get it done? Is that your bondsman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, call John West and just see. I guess the other thing is, what are we going to do next? The next event?
I believe, Your Honor, he's trying to get him into veterans court. That's I think he was waiting on a response from them. I'll check with them and see where it's at, but
Come on up. Yes, sir. We're going to give you a resetting. All right, 4 weeks announcement. Okay. Thank you. Louis Hebert.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Why would you do that without your lawyer? That's going to be a
It's-
catastrophic
that's fine,
move
Your Honor.
on your part.
It's fine, Your Honor.
Unless you're asking me what time it is or something, but if
No,
it's
Your Honor.
about this case,
It's something personal, but can I speak on this situation? My wife, just lost her son on Monday evening.
yes, sir.
And the crime that happened, in Orange.
Yes, sir.
And, I'm trying to be there, be home for emotional support, my wife and my children.
Okay.
So
Well, where does she live?
she's 35, 45.
She's the victim and he's not allowed to have any contact with her.
Oh, well,
So his father contacted me and told me first, and I told him, hey, look, we're not together right now. I can't contact her and let her know.
that's,
You're gonna have to call her.
yes, sir.
And I went to the crime scene. The crime happened 3:45 Monday evening in Orange. So he lost his life, and pretty sure they're gonna start planning a funeral sometime this week for him. I don't know what's going on with Mr. West. I tried to contact him yesterday and let him know about my situation.
Yes.
And I haven't got any word back from him.
Your Honor, I have spoken with the victim complaining in this case. She just wishes for the defendant to get some get probation. That's what she was asking for, for him to get some treatment. She said this was kind of a one-off for him from me talking to
I've
her.
already started working on doing the things necessary to do to keep myself mentally capable, taking my medication and going to marriage counseling. Well, not
What medication is that?
I take a medication for PTSD. It's called sertraline. I'm a war veteran. I served 1.5 years in Iraq. I've been having some issues.
You saw combat, did you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of people,
Didn't make it back home.
though, served in combat and didn't have PTSD. Not everybody has PTSD. Some people misuse that, even though they've been in the service.
Yes, Your Honor.
And use it as a crutch to get themselves out of situations that they when they make bad choices, which is not something that is proper. How long? What medical physician?
The VA. I have a 90% disabled. Just
You do?
service connected disabled from the military. Your Honor.
How many combat situations were you involved with?
Multiple there. One of my battle buddies got wounded on the guard shack, and I kind of froze up a little bit, and got behind a 50 cal machine gun to shoot at the assailants.
Well, that should take care of the assailant.
I don't know.
Did it?
It did.
It-
A few days
but
later.
it makes a path.
few days later.
It makes a wide
was confirmed
path.
killed with
it'll destroy a forest if you got enough
Mortar round attacks.
rounds. Yeah.
For the first 90 days there, we got mortar round attack every day. I got caught in an ambush before. It's a lot of things. It's way more than that.
All right. Look, nobody's perfect. Everybody has situations, issues.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's self-inflicted, sometimes it's natural, and sometimes it's brought on by situations such as war. But you're still responsible for your
Yes,
actions.
sir.
Otherwise, if you're not, if you can't be, then you need to be placed in a facility where they can treat you and you are not a harm to others and or yourself.
Yes, sir.
That's what's important. Here, this is a second degree felony. What you're charged with carries with it up to 20 years in prison. And this was your wife who was the complainant, right? All right. Well, you took an oath when you married her
Yes, sir.
to act otherwise. This is not the way to act. You have a condition that if you can't treat it responsibly, you're going to have problems.
Yes, sir.
And crimes are what they are. They're accusations of wrongdoing, unless you can say you're incompetent or insane, which I don't think you are. You have a unique set of problems. Others have the same problem, but they deal with it. And there's not a rash of people who are war veterans who are going out and assaulting. And this is very dangerous. It was the use of it threatening with a deadly weapon. You either love her or you don't. If you love her, you're not going to treat her this way. You've got to be responsible in your actions, and you've got to deal with your problems. Because you're going to be held accountable unless you're not competent, unless you're insane. But you can't have it both ways.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's got issues. You've got unique ones, but others are like you, and they deal with them responsibly, which means you've got medication I think you have to take. You have
Yes,
to
sir.
take that responsibly. When you feel you're losing control, you've got to do something about it. Separate, get out of the way,
That's what I did,
move
Your Honor.
off,
That's what I did.
then get your balance back in your
That's what I
mind.
did, Your Honor.
But here we are, a bunch of strangers involved in your life, in your intimate life. This is y'all's business. But you've created it now it's a public business. Fix this. Whatever it is that you need to do in treatment to supplement what you're doing to ensure that everybody loses their temper.
That was the day I lost.
Well, but we're all responsible when we lose it. You can't get in front of a jury if you're charged with a crime of assault. You say, well, I lost my temper. Everybody loses their temper, right, Jerry? Y'all lost your temper. So now can I go home? That's not the way it works. We all lose our composure. We're responsible to dealing with it responsibly. Are you able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, then do it.
Yes, sir.
Do it. Also, family is how many children?
4 boys,
Good.
2 girls
Okay.
with me.
Let me just say, all right,
And my 2 girls, I know they're not gonna take it with.
kids, you were a kid too. Kids are greatly affected by their parents' actions.
Yes, sir.
They're going to emulate this. You don't want your children acting like you did on this occasion. But that's what they were doing. They're learning from you because it's natural for them. If dad does it, I want to be just like him because I love him or I'm proud of him.
Yes, sir.
You've got to remember, the greatest gift you can give a child is a good example because it's natural for them to emulate what you do. So you've got to be the best you can be so that they don't make mistakes later
Yes, sir.
that you're making. All right. Fix it. Are you able to do that? Do you care about your
Yes, sir.
family?
I'm working on it.
Wonderful. You're saying all the right things.
Working on it.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Put it into action, and then you can navigate through this, get this behind you, with a minimal of punishment. There are ways of fixing this where you can move on and you don't have a conviction, and it's a one-off thing that don't do it again. But can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Good. I think you can. Well, but hey, you're not alone. We all have bad times that we have to deal with. And then you got to realize, this is one of those bad times. And I'm going to either go in this direction or that direction. And that direction puts me in the woods and I'm lost and I don't want to go there. Then you got to be able to think about it responsibly and deliberately. But we all do it. We all have those bad times. Fix it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good man. All right. Good. Do it. Thank you.